We have hair mail. I ordered some wigs from Goldylost Hair. You guys, I don't know what's in this box, but I know that there's several wigs in here. So I got these wigs from Goldylost Hair. They're a company based out of Australia. And I know that sounds absolutely crazy to order a wig online that you've never tried on before and drop all that money on them. But crazy enough, a lot of the wigs you find today that are gonna be your most realistic human hair wigs are gonna be online. That's just how the market is today. So I'm gonna take you with me of how I unbox a wig, how I kind of inspect it, what I can do, some tips and tricks to decide if these wigs are gonna be worth keeping or if we think we should send them back. So come along with me, let's drop the curtain and let's investigate Goldylost wigs and see what we think together. If you're new here, my name is Jen. Welcome back to my channel, and I share my experience with hair loss here on the internet. Before we dive into unboxing these Goldylost wigs, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the little bell icon so you don't miss any new videos. Now, I know I have several wigs in here. I asked them to send me shorter styles, so we're gonna kind of see together what we get. Already though, unboxing it, I love the box. I think it's so fun. I love the pale pink color with the gold. It's really, really feminine, and I just love that. Okay, so when I get my box, I've got several different wigs in here. They're all in hair nets, which is gonna be very typical. And our first one we have, oh, she's a shorter one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. With summer coming up, I've been just eyeballing shorter wigs. You know, I live in the South and it gets really, really hot here. And so having a wig that's gonna be a little bit shorter is just a non-negotiable. Okay, so looking at this wig, these are all gonna be human hair wigs. So keep that in mind during this try on. All these wigs, I can style them like my own. I can straighten them, curl them. They all have the ability to be reparted on the top, which is really nice. But looking at this color right off the bat, that is so beautiful. So this is Sydney. She's 14 inches in length, a size small cap. So all this material right here, you guys, that's called lace.
Gotcha.
And that lace is something that after you decide you want to keep the wig, we'll cut it off. And we'll go through a video to where we cut the lace in our beginner wig bootcamp series. But today we're gonna keep all this lace on because remember, we're just trying to decide if we like the wig, if we wanna keep it, or if it's gonna be one that we're gonna return back. So a lot of these companies, whenever you cut the lace, that's it. You cannot return the wig once you cut this lace. Okay, so I get this wig, and initially, these side tabs right here are pulled all the way in. I have, I would say, an average size head. I'm a 22.5 circumference, but I can tell just by looking at this that this will be a little snug. So I'm gonna go ahead and release those tabs towards the back just to make the wig a little bit bigger. I don't wanna accidentally stretch it out if this cap size ends up being too small for me, because remember, I may be returning this. So that's one thing you want to consider whenever you're trying on a wig. Okay, so let's try our first one on. I'm gonna hold it by the back tabs like this and scoop my head into it. And I wanna aim for the hairline right here to be kind of around my eyebrow area. And it's gonna look really funky to start with, but I promise you, we will get it in the right spot and we will adjust it and it will look beautiful. So don't judge it. Don't judge it too prematurely, okay? Okie dokie. Oh, see, we got it way too far back. That's hilarious. Because nobody wants that hairline. How funny is that? Oh my gosh.
So funny.
So I'm gonna grab those side tabs on either side, pull the wig up and down into place where it's supposed to be. And remember we talked about all this extra material? It's a little low into my eye, so I'm just gonna fold it up to start. But how stinking cute is this wig? Oh my gosh. Oh. Now, a lot of times when you order a wig online, she'll have a little bit of box hair. And box hair means that she's just been traveling the world to get to you. This wig came all the way from Australia to the United States. So she spent a lot of time in that box I just had. So I'm going to turn my curling iron on a low heat setting. We're not gonna do anything too crazy. And we're gonna just touch up a little bit of these curls just to kind of see what this wig looks like. But already, right off the bat, I love this wig. I love the color. I think it suits my darker eyes really, really nicely. I love the fact that it has a rooting on it that's really subtle. There's no harsh lines into this blonde. And I really like this darker blonde color that it's, I guess, ombreing too. I don't know my hairdressing terms. Now, this wig does have a full lace top on it, so I am able to repart it in any direction. So know that if you get a wig, if you order a wig online and say it's not in the right part for you, sent from wherever you ordered it, you can repart it. It's really easy to do. Just get a spray bottle of water, a comb, and you can repart it. But yeah, looking at this wig, I'm really, really happy with it. Like I said, I like the color. I like the density of the wig, or the thickness of it, or how much hair is tied into the cap itself in here. It's very low density, which I really, really like. Not too low density to where it's gonna feel sparse, you know? It's a really, really good amount of hair. Not too much hair to where it looks wiggy though. That's one thing you really wanna watch out for. I'm gonna add just a few curls towards the front, so that way we can really kind of see this wig shine and get a better idea for what it looks like. Now you always want to do that at a low heat setting. We're not gonna singe this hair. We're just trying to get an idea of if it's gonna be the right one for us. And the hair, just moving it, touching it, it feels very, very realistic. It's very, very soft. Again, this is human hair, so I was able to add heat to it. I was able to curl it, and oh my goodness, how pretty. Okay, what do you guys think? I am gonna rate this wig. Gosh, I don't wanna rate it really high because what if the other ones are just as good? Okay, I feel like I would rate this wig a solid 9 out of 10. Dare I? Oh my gosh, I just think it's so cute. Oh gosh, I kind of hope now the other ones are bad, or else it's gonna be really hard to pick. Okay, this style, yeah, solid 9 out of 10. I don't think there's much I could do to this wig to change it. I love it. I think it's so stinking pretty. Moving on, we're gonna grab by those side ear tabs and lift the wig up off of our head. Gosh, Sydney, like, man, this wig is gorgeous. Next up in our box of wigs on top is this blonde gal. This is Chanel. So she is a hand-tied 18 inches in length, so a little bit longer than the wig we just tried on, and this really gorgeous blonde colored. Now, hold on. Was this one hand-tied? Oh my gosh, the last wig we just tried on was not hand-tied. That one was wefted. I didn't realize that Goldylost had hand-tied options. That's kind of exciting. Okay, so let's talk hand-tied wigs for a moment, because I did not realize that they had hand-tied wigs. That's kind of a little unique in the wig space to find hand-tied wigs, but finding a hand-tied wig is quite a luxury. So hand-tied just means that every single hair on this cap was tied individually by hand to make it move really realistically. So let me grab the other wig we just had on so that way we can kind of compare the two. So this one had wefts of hair, or you can see these rows right here. That's rows of hair that are sewn into this wig. And when you have a wig that's wefted like this, it means that that hair can only go in the way it was sewn, which is down. So this wig, the fact that it's a hand-tied wig, is really special because it means that all of these hairs can move in any direction because they were knotted individually, similarly to how your hair is tied on your head. She definitely has some box hair to her, so let's give her a good brush. And this one is a really gorgeous blonde color. She has a bit of a rooting to her, which I love. I love a good root on a wig. I feel like it is one of the best tricks to having a realistic wig, to having it look more natural, is to add some sort of root to your wig, especially if you're wearing a blonde. Even if you're a natural blonde, a lot of times there's a little bit of a color variation right at your root from where the sun hasn't, you know, touched your hair. And so, especially on a wig like this, if it's a blonde, I love seeing a root. I think it just makes it look so much more realistic. She is a medium cap, so she's a little bit larger than my last one. But looking at it, the back tabs are tied all the way in, so I'm gonna adjust those back. And a lot of these tabs on human hair wigs that you'll find are just like little bra hooks, so they're very, very easy to unclasp. Okay, so let's put this wig on together. I'm gonna hold it by the back. I'm gonna scoop my head into it, aiming for the hairline to be near my eyebrows to start. All right, scoop my head into it. I flip my hair around. Ta-da! No, you don't want to keep your wig here, please. Let me grab these side ear tabs right here, and I'm gonna pull the wig up and down into place. Now, how you know where your wig is supposed to be positioned on your head, you want anywhere from 3 to 4 finger widths from your eyebrows to where your hairline starts. Any lower and it's gonna look like a wig. I promise you, okay? Oh, she is so pretty too. Okay, so feeling this hair, it's so buttery soft. But I was really impressed when I curled the last wig, how well the curls held. That's something, if you get hair that is too soft, it can be really hard for the curls to even hold, which means you're gonna be restyling your hair a lot. So this is very soft hair, but I was very impressed with how easily it curled and how well those curls held. Okay, let's add a few more fresh curls to the front, because remember this wig has been traveling from Australia across the seas. All right, so right off the bat, this cap is so comfortable. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just feeling all around the wig. Is there extra material bunching up anywhere? Does it feel comfortable? Are there any spots that are really digging into my head? And this cap, this medium cap from Goldylost, fits me perfectly. There's no bunched up fabric. It hugs my head like a good glove would, and it's very comfortable on my head. It blows my mind that this is a wig, right? So many women are nervous to wear wigs out. You know, they're worried that people are gonna tell they're wearing a wig. But besides this extra fabric that's right here, which remember, we'll cut that once we keep the wig, you won't see it. No one would know you're wearing a wig. And that's what's crazy to me, is that people who say, oh, I can spot a wig from a mile away. You spot the bad ones. You don't spot the ones that look like this. I promise you. Oh my goodness, this wig is so gorgeous. And again, the density is really good. It's very soft. It's very secure on my head. I have no bunching anywhere from the cap size, so I know that this wig fits me well. If you get a wig and it doesn't fit you well, you're gonna have issues with it falling off, maybe not being as secure. You'll have issues with comfort. You may be getting a headache from your wig. So yeah, I love this wig. I do think, just for kicks and giggles, let's go ahead and change the part up just to kind of show you how I would do that in case you're trying on a wig at home and you are not a middle part girly and say your wig comes that way. Let's talk about what you need to change the part line on your wig. So you're gonna need a comb of some sorts. You're gonna need a spray bottle of water or access to water. And then last thing you're gonna need is a blow dryer. To change a part on the wig, you want to wet the area that you're gonna be changing. So say I wanna do a side part. If I just parted it like it was my own natural hair, it's not gonna work. The hair wants to naturally fall where it was originally styled. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to recreate that part of where I want it. And you can be messy with it. You can do a completely perfect straight part. It's all up to you. I'm gonna hold that new hair all together and I'm gonna wet that new part line. And take my comb and just kind of comb that new hair all together. Okay, so now that I've gotten it all situated, I've combed out all these little baby hairs and all the little return hairs down. I'm gonna take my blow dryer and I'm gonna blow dry the hair down in the new direction I want it to fall. So a little trick with the hair in the front, if you have a human hair wig and it's really flopping down in your face, a trick you can do is get the area wet and then blow dry that hair back towards the back crown of your head. And that's gonna give you really nice volume, but it's also gonna keep that hair from flopping down in your face. So let's do that with this wig. So now we have changed the parts on this wig. So that can kind of give you an idea of, okay, if I get my wig in the mail and I'm not a center part girly, how do I switch the part? That gives you an idea of how to do that. Okay, looking at this wig, I love her, but I think the other wig won, and that's based purely off of color and length. If I just got this wig, she would have won, but I really like the other brunette color a little bit better. So Chanel, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna give you a 6 out of 10. I know that's bad. I just feel like the color kind of washes me out a little bit. I don't get that same pizzazz as I got with the first brunette wig. So let me know what you think in your comments. Did I rate Chanel too low, or is the 6 out of 10 good? So let's take her off. Let's try our next wig on. So next in the box, oh my gosh, we have a red wig. Oh, I have been crushing on red hair so much right now. I don't know what my deal is with red wigs, but I got one about a month ago and it has taken over my entire personality and I'm just in love with it. Oh, it's a short red wig. Oh my gosh, stop it. I'm gonna be so obsessed with this wig. I'm so excited that this wig is short. You have no idea that it's short and that it's red. Okay, so since this wig is straight, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my straightener. Again, we're gonna keep it really, really low as our hair tools can go. I'm gonna turn my Babyless Pro straightener to 300. I'm so excited. I'm also nervous because I rated our first wig, Sydney. I rated her a 9 out of 10. And then this short red bob shows up to the game. Like, how am I supposed to improve? Where's the room? Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Okay, so let's get the details on this wig. Now remember, she's a human hair wig. This is Scarlet. She's a lace wig, 12 inches, which is pretty short. And she is a medium cap. So looking at her, she has wefting. Wefting, she's gonna be really, really breathable. And then I have this lace top right here, which lets me repart this wig in any direction, which is so nice. Really gives me a lot of versatility. And this color is really, really gorgeous. Away from the light, she's more of a like moody auburn brunette. But when I really bring her up close to the light, she has really, really pretty red tones. Ah, I cannot wait to try on this wig. Feeling it, she's super buttery soft. She feels really, really realistic, a good amount of density. It's not too dense to where this wig is gonna look like a helmet on my head, but yet it feels really, really nice in my hands. So let's try her on. So we're gonna go by the back ear tabs, scoop our head into it, and aim for the...
I'm waiting.
Eyebrows. Thank you, thank you. Woo! We're gonna grab those side tabs, pull it up and down into place.
It was at this moment that he knew.
No! It doesn't fit me. No! No, it doesn't fit me. Oh no. I'm gonna be so sad, but she's so cute. I wish I had a bigger head. Okay, so immediately I could tell this wig just doesn't fit me, okay? So I can tell it doesn't fit me. The side area around my ear is pushing my ear down, meaning this cap is too big. It barely touches right over my ear. And I think over time, you can kind of see that pushes out just a little bit. Over time, that's gonna give me a headache. And when you're making an investment on a human hair wig, you want it to fit. You don't wanna try to make the wig work just because you like the style. I mean, truly, if I could make it work, I would. But I can just tell right off the bat, unfortunately, this cap's just not gonna fit me. So the medium in the hand-tied cap did fit me, but the medium in the wefted lace cap does not. So let's have fun. Let's play with this wig anyways, because she's so pretty. But at the same time, I'm gonna mourn the loss because I can't keep this wig. Very sad. And this wig has a little bit of box hair. You can tell because this side is styled up and away from my face so beautifully, and this side is just kind of falling down no matter how much I tried to work with it. So we're gonna grab our spray bottle of water, spray that hairline just a little bit, work that water a little bit through there, get our blow dryer, and on a low speed, we're just gonna comb that hair back through. So much better. So just that little fix made both sides match. It made it a little bit easier to kind of look at this wig and decide if it fit me, if we would keep this wig or not. So let's judge this wig. This is Scarlet, and she's this gorgeous, gorgeous red color. Oh, I love the length of this wig. I love the haircut that she's cut in. I think it's very, very cute. You have these little shorter pieces in the front that you could really work to curve around and just give you like almost these cute little curtainy bangs if you wanted to. I really, really like it. I like this cut on it. I think the density is really nice. The color obviously is stunning. Oh, she's so beautiful. Okay, this wig sadly though, fit-wise is too big. If it was a different cap size though, I mean, I would rate this wig. She's up there 9 out of 10 with my other girl, Sydney, right? Don't you think? Like, she's cute. She's cute. And she kind of gives me a complex with this short red moment. Our last wig of our box is a super blonde wig. This girl is blonde. Oh my goodness. I kind of love it though. It's this like ashy blonde color. Stop, is she short too? She's a shorty.
I deserve to have a shorty on the side.
Yeah, shorty's not, that's the wrong use of short.
So this wig, unfortunately, I cannot read the name of it. She's a really beautiful blonde wig, and she's a medium cap, which based on our last try on, we know is not gonna fit. So we're gonna call this wig the wig that could have been. I really like this blonde color. It has some gray in it, which is very interesting. That is gorgeous. I wouldn't actually call that a gray. It's more of like a very cool toned blonde that's throughout this wig. So that is very pretty. All of these wigs I've gotten today are like gorgeously colored. You can tell that these are all hand painted, hand styled. They're really pretty. Okay, so let's put her on. We're gonna grab the back by the nape of the neck and swoop our head into it. By now we should all be experts in this, right? We've done it 4 times. I always laugh when I first put my wig on like this because it just looks so silly, you know? But it is a good lesson that like if your wig's not in the right spot, even if I just put it right there, it's too far down. It looks wiggy. It's not gonna look realistic. And a lot of women will try to wear their wigs really far down because it feels more secure for them. It's gonna be further away from their natural hairline being exposed, but it just gives you away that you're wearing a wig. Oh man, I like this one too. I'm really sad about it. Wait, this one doesn't feel as far down on the ear area. Could this be a different cap? Did I have the ear tabs adjusted on the red one? Now I want to reevaluate some things. Okay, focus. So looking at this wig, she's got box hair. So let's fix it together. I'm gonna add just a little bit of water on either side. Ah! Okay, this wig is really cute too. How am I gonna decide? I can't keep all 4, that's the issue. I needed 1 shorter summer wig. I don't need 4 shorter summer wigs. That would be too much. Oh my goodness. You guys, this reminds me so much, but in the best way, of what I was trying to achieve when I bought my first human hair wig. You remember the wig that I spent like $5,000 on? Ugh. The only issue is that wig was super dense, it was super bulky, and it looked very wiggy. And so it didn't have this sleek, low density, beautiful movements that this wig has. Wow, this is a really good wig, you guys. And for some reason, this cap, I don't feel it pulling on my ear area like I did the other medium cap. So I'm curious if on that red wig, if I didn't have the back adjusters tightened all the way, if maybe that was the reasoning for it not fitting properly. So we'll go back on that wig and we'll kind of, you know, play around with it and see if we can get it to fit a little bit better. But this wig is fabulous. What do we think? I don't know what to rate it. I'm like, this one's so good too. The one blonde Chanel, she was really pretty, but the color was not for me. It was very pretty though. But this one, this blonde, I feel like she's really pretty. I like this like subtle little money piece along the front. I think that's gorgeous. It's a lot lighter rooting than I'm used to though, but I do like that it still has just a smidge of a light root right there, which makes it look very realistic. Okay, something I would recommend whenever you're trying on wigs at home to decide, do I wanna keep this piece or not, is walk around your house, wear it for a day. Remember, don't cut this lace because that's your no longer can return tag, right? That's your return insurance policy right here, keeping that lace intact. But something you can do is just wear it around the house for the day. Get used to it. Is it gonna give you a headache after a couple of hours? Does it kind of annoy you? Does it get in your face a lot? Does the color work every time you see yourself in the mirror? FaceTime a few friends, you know, send it to them, get their opinion on it. All those things can kind of help you when you're trying to decide, do I want to keep this piece or not? This one right off the bat, I'm really loving. I think she's so pretty. I love how short she is. I love the density. Yeah, I really like this wig. Oh my gosh. Do I rate this one a 9 out of 10 too? Okay, let me look in my big mirror. Hold, please. Okay, here's what I think. I think the color, a smidge, washes me out compared to that really gorgeous brunette wig. So I'm gonna give her a 7 out of 10, okay? Not super low, obviously. Still really love this wig. I think she's so gorgeous. But I think the other colors suited me better, even though this one is like so much fun. Like, come on, who doesn't want this wig? Gorgeous. Okay, so now let's go back to that other size medium, the red bob, and kind of play around with it and see if we can get it to fit the same way that this one did. I wonder, just off of my knowledge and what I know, if I didn't have the back tabs adjusted all the way, I just had them completely loose, and if that was impacting my fit right here. Because I believe these are the same cap sizes, the same cap construction. Yeah, these are the exact same cap styles, so it should fit the same. Okay, let's try this red wig on again and see how this one fits. Yeah, it just seems bigger to me. I don't know why. I feel it a little bit more in this area right here. This area where you have your little tab that goes in your temple right here. And then this is the part that's gonna be near your ear. And so I just feel it touching ever so slightly on my ear. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Now I'm gaslighting myself. Now I'm like, well, maybe I don't. I don't know. It seems, oh my God, it's not even on right, Jen. Now I can feel it on my ears. Yeah, it's because I didn't have it in the right spot. Oh, that's hilarious, Jen. Oh my gosh, bless my soul. Yeah, so for some reason, this cap is sitting lower on my ears than this one. That's interesting. Who knows? But I know that this one, it still doesn't fit. And as much as I could try to talk myself into keeping it or talk myself into, oh, it'll work, it's not that uncomfortable. If it's touching the top of your ears or there's other fit issues with the wig, say it's bunching in areas, it's not gonna work. You don't wanna try to talk yourself into it. You want a wig that's gonna fit you properly. So let's revisit our winner, Sydney. Oh, she's just so stinking pretty. So this wig is gonna be our winner. This is gonna be the one I'm gonna keep for the summer. Let's try her back on. All right, putting her on. Very, very comfortable. Nothing's poking me anywhere. Hey, what do we think of this color? Do we love? Do we love?
Gorgeous.
Oh, gosh.
Gorgeous.
I think it's so, so, so pretty. It's this really gorgeous, like, brunette balayage almost into a blonde. I really, really like it. Very, very happy with this wig. All right, I think this wig, Sydney, is gonna be our winner of the Goldylost wigs. Thank you for joining me to try on wigs. I had so much fun. I hope you guys learned something about kind of the process of going through trying on a wig at home and kind of the steps I take to try to decide, is this wig gonna be right or not? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and turn on that little bell icon so you don't miss any videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.